I am a family physician here in Little Old, Georgia, and my practice has evolved from a regular family medicine practice to what we call now a direct primary care practice. So it's a slightly different model. It's a monthly subscription type thing, but it's not a concierge type practice. So, but what it allows me to do is it allows me to spend time and truly sit down and talk to my patients about nutrition, about health and wellness, and how to go from being on 5 different medications down to maybe 1 or 2, and and get their wellness from the inside out, and being beautiful from the inside out. So that's it. The hardest thing that a doctor have to talk to their patient about is about nutrition. And before I was introduced to the scanner, I can tell my patient, hey, you got to eat better, you got to take vitamins, you got to take this, that, and the other. But there was no way that I can quantify that, or any way to show that, hey, this is good, bad, or not. So when I was at A4M, I was introduced to, or actually, I was grabbed and scanned by Laura Curdy, and so anyway, so that's how I got introduced to that. And at first, I thought it was like, there's no way this thing can be real. There's no way you can measure antioxidant that fast, and there's no blood work involved. And then John Whitaker was the one that sat down and said, hey, you know what? Here are some studies you need to look at. And so, of course, me being a doc, I just said, I'm going to read this. And after about the third or the fourth readings, I'm thinking, and the white paper was absolutely amazing. And so after reading that, came back, and uh, I went to Provo and did, the first, I guess the first weekend in Provo, and that just blew me away. I cannot emphasize how important that Provo trip was for me. Not only do I get to meet all of these different healthcare providers that are in the same mindset, but also met the leadership, and get a great tour of the facilities and learn about the 6S process. And I mean, that just blew me away on how much Nu Skin Pharmanex has spent on research and spent on, providing a product that just blows me away. The first time I was out there, at that point, I was a speaker for a branded pharmaceutical omega-3. And one of the PhD that was talking to us that day was talking about the omega-3 that Nu Skin Pharmanex has. She blew me away. I thought I knew omega-3, but she really put me in my place and blew me away. So after that, I'm like, okay, all right, they got something good here, So, but the connection to all the leadership out there was just amazing. It's everyone is helping everyone. It's not like, oh, I got this little secret, and I'm not telling you about it, but everyone is trying to help everyone to succeed. One of the famous quote that I always get is, this is a team sport. So I love that. The next step is actually Laura Curdy came to Atlanta and came to my office. She talked to one of my nurse practitioner who really liked the scanner and the vitamins and all that. So actually, my nurse practitioner, signed up before I did. And so when Laura Curdy came out to the office, and she, we were just talking, and she said, hey, let me measure you and see what your antioxidant level is. And I said, okay, I take good vitamins, and, I thought I was doing good. And my initial score was 28,000. I thought I was going to fall on the floor and die right there, because, here I am telling my patients to do this, that, and the other, and I can't get my score up above 50,000. And so I told Laura, I said, I'm going to take the vitamins that I have in-house at that point. It was pretty high, high grade brand. It's orthomolecular vitamins. So A month later, she came back and I remeasured and I went from 28,000 to about 33,000. I was not happy with that. And I was introduced to this thing. I don't know if you guys can see this little packet. It's called LifePak Nano. I was introduced to that thing and took that for a month. Went from 33,000 to 55,000 in a month. And after that, I'm like, I'm sold. I'm in. And John Whitaker came in and he said, hey, we have a forum in Provo, and you want to come? And I said, okay, when is it? And he said, in about 2 weeks. Right then and there, I went in, bought tickets and booked a room, and off I go. That was it.
Yeah.
So the first month when I got the scanner, I can't remember how many people I scanned, 100-something people, or I can't even remember what my exact numbers were, but literally the way that it was integrated into the office was so easy and so fast. When a patient check in, you know, I have a little, a short letter just saying, hey, Dr. Vu is very concerned about nutrition, and we have a way to measure antioxidant. At that time, I was charging $20 to scan. And would you like to have a scan today, or would you like to talk to Dr. Vu? And usually they would say, oh, go ahead and get my scan. So my nurse would take them back, do the vital signs, scan them, have the number ready for me. When I walk into the door, I already know what the score is. So after we take care of all the other, you know, hypertension, diabetes, whatever, then we talk about the scan. And I would say, hey, you scored 30,000. It's very low. Let's get you started on something that'll bring that up, and let's bring you back in 60 days or 90 days, and let's rescan you, and let's see where you are. But that whole process was very smooth, very easy. Didn't take me, like I said, didn't take me more than 5 minutes to do it. Good gracious, I can't remember how many people I put on. I know I scanned a bunch, and I think I put on, I don't even remember, maybe 80, 100 people or so on products, probably more, but I don't remember the exact number. But it was a lot.